following mock contest contains many rules and requirements that some viewers may not find suitable. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey guys, it's Bionicle Master here with another mock contest. But this one is special. It's my 100 subscribers special mock contest. Whoa! Yeah. Since this one is special, I have decided to make it themed. This mock contest is experiment themed. Yes, that's right, experiment themed. In case you don't already know, my self-mock is Experiment 1616. He is in fact a robot, and that is what I want your entries to be. Robots, parts of my storyline, experiments that the scientists came up with. I want you to make your very own experiment and enter it in this contest. But as you can tell, all of my experiments are similar. They're all black, all have a power source, etc. These are the requirements that I want your mock to have. Now be prepared, there are requirements. First off, has to be completely black. No other color scheme except maybe for little dark gray pieces or chest pieces like Experiment 1617 has. Later in the video, I'll tell you what pieces don't contribute to your color scheme, like the little pegs and everything. So that's the first rule, has to be completely black. Second off, it has to have a name with a number in it. I know it may seem kind of weird. I'm not sure if I really like 1616 very well either, but it fits in my storyline, so that's it. Your mock name has to be experiment whatever. The number can't go higher than 1617 or any of the other mocks that have numbers in their name too, like Experiment 1616 or 1615. One cool thing that you can do though is you can do any other number lower than that. You can go to Experiment 1, you can do 1.5, stuff like that. However, the lower the number, the less advanced it is. So just keep that in mind. Keep the time frame in mind. Also, every one of my experiment mocks has a visible power source. Yes, every single one of them. 1616 is that green tube you see in the middle of his chest. 17 is that little diamond, etc. Has to have a visible power source. It can be barely visible. A chest plate could open up to make it visible. I don't care. Just make it a visible power source. Also, if you want to include weapons in it, like a sword or a gun or something, it has to be unfoldable, like part of his arm or something. Notice that all of my experiment mocks have weapons that transform out of their arm or something. If you want to include weapons, either have them unfold or none at all. Okay? 1.5 doesn't have unfoldable weapons at all, so he gets none. On the other hand, the other two have weapons, but they carry them around with them, on them actually, all the time. So if you want a weapon, have it unfold out of the body or none at all. Last but not least, make it look robot-y. I mean, 17 and 16 both have that cyborg looking eyepiece or whatever. 17 has that weird mechanical eye plus a bunch of pipes running through his body, so make it look like a robot. It's a robot after all, it should look like a robot. Well, that's it for the requirements. Now let's go on to bonus points. One thing that can get you bonus points is representation of any kind of bone. I don't care what it is, just as long as it looks like a spinal cord or a rib cage, pelvis, stuff like that, because the experiments were based off of skeletons, and therefore I want to see some pretty good representations of bones. Also, Titan experiments are very welcome too. They were always a challenge to make for me. I only have one Titan experiment. Therefore, I want to see Titan experiments. Duh. That'll give you extra points. You don't have to enter in a Titan experiment, but it's greatly welcomed and will give you extra points. A P.U.P power up pet will also give you points. If you want to include one, make sure to include the transformation process and how it attaches on to the user. A female experiment would look great too. So far I have not made a female experiment, so I am looking forward to anyone who wants to make one. Also, maybe experiment twins, experiments that look exactly alike or something like that. Remember, the scientist made thousands of different experiments, so you can make them any way you want. That's it for the bonus points and requirements. So, let me get on to when it ends. Since this contest has a ton of stuff that you have to do, I'm not going to have a time limit. You have an unlimited time limit to make these mocks. As soon as I get 10 entries, the contest will end 2 weeks after that. So take your time, make it look good. I want to see some very good entries. That's all for now. Oh yeah, and prizes will be explained in the results video. Hope to see some great entries and see you later.